Evening. Oh, hang on. Not put my blooming setup in the right place. There we go. Oh. Put my shoes on. Put my shoes on. Drawing the blinds. What are you doing? Yes. Oh no. Oh, it just gets worse and worse. There we go. Evening, Joe. Right, that was me quitting and oh, hang on. That was me quitting and rejoining because whenever I want to capture iRacing footage, I just change the screen res in game, but then I have to come out of it, go back in, and I'm just having to reverse those changes. So I kind of need to get some practice in. The past couple of races have been in the Merc. I'm switching back to the Ferrari, and I've not yet spun a lap on Fuji in a Ferrari, and you can never take it for granted. Come on, come on. Stop messing me around. Okay. Joining the sesh. Right, we're finally on our way. Yo yo. Let's hope for a good one. Love Fuji. Had a terrible qualifying the other night, which put me 28th. Got back to about 11th. No. Yeah, 17th. That's more like it. So we're going to be doing the VRS Endurance on Sunday after the F1 with me and Dean. So this is basically practice in the Ferrari before then. The Ferrari just... it has my heart, mate. Such a good, balanced thingy bob. Discord, get rid of you. So if you're hitting a 9 PM VRS GT, we might cross paths. Potentially. Let's try the quali set and see how this feels. got 10 minutes to make up my mind as to how it feels.
The speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Who's going to win Silverstone? I would love it if it was Hamilton's first win of a season. If he's going to win this season, it needs to be this one, surely.
You're all clear, stay behind the line.
Might not happen. Would be good for a Merc to win, if only because I put a little bet on early in the season when they looked like they were hopeless. I put a little bet on that Merc would come out in the Constructors' Championship.
Track temperature's increasing.
And they're a long way off at the minute.
Celsius.
But with them two, Hamilton and Russell together, they should surely have a good shout. Surely it's not outside the realms of possibility. Wow, this thing doesn't want to steer. This thing just doesn't want to turn. Compared to the Merc, this Ferrari feels pretty heavy. That's unusual. Gonna have to do something about that. Now, right, you're seeing the organic process now. This is the organic process of me getting to grips with a particular car track combo. Yeah, why does this feel so wrong compared to the Merc? Can't work it out. I mean, between the Merc and the Ferrari, you are sat at opposite ends of the car, and the Ferrari, you're right on the nose. This doesn't feel right. This is so weird. Ferrari's been the car I've basically known like the back of my hand for the past 2 years. Right, there's only one thing for it. Yeah, there's only one thing for this. I'm turning coats. I'm swapping to the Merc. This ain't right at all. Why does it feel so bad? I know it's potentially set up. You can make a car feel very different on a different setup. But in any case, I can't go in raw like that, uncooked. Let's get the Merc on a go. Plus I've already made my tweaks to the setup in the Merc to have it really slippy in a straight line. Quite nimble. Feels much better than that does anyway. Real nimble. The layout for Fuji looks like a Tommy gun. a wood planer upside down. If you turn it upside down, it'll look like a wood planer for all you carpenters. Denso. That's what Dean is. Nope. Dog needs supper. Never ever used the word supper in any context other than that. Supper's like a flipping 1920s word. Blimey, 20 of you now listening to me talk nonsense. You're in for some disappointment. Yeah. Merkage. I'm going to merc 'em. Alright, few minutes to kill before the race begins. Let's just get the quali set in, get in the zone. Yeah, that's it.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
It's party time. 9 PM is scheduled party time. That is the organised time for fun. Oh yeah, this is more like it.
That's a new fastest lap for Smith, 138.8. The leader has just done a 138.6. The track temp's increasing. It's now 42 Celsius.
Hello. Pele. Pedal. Pedal. Is that French or... Pel. Juma. First name Juma. Yeah, the streams are going to be sporadic for a little while. Mainly because we're not in any set leagues anymore, so the VRS GT Endurance every weekend is probably the closest we're gonna get when we can grab them. Won't be every weekend, but more racing in the wild. So if you are knocking around in the VRS series, either the Sprint or the Endurance, then you know we might cross paths. Well, I need to stamp that out. Whoa! Rescued. The play seat challenge. Remind me, is that the one that folds up, or is that the one that's got the sort of centre post in between your feet?
Car right, clear right.
Can't remember which one it is. Here we go then. The one that folds up. So, the one that folds up has got the seat kind of integrated into it, hasn't it? So, if you were to sell that cockpit, you'd have to sell it all as one piece, wouldn't you? My personal preference is obviously my first cockpit ever was a GT Omega ART. It's solid enough, and the seats are cheap from them, so you can get an all-in-one cockpit for about 350 quid or thereabouts. So that's the cockpit and the seat, and you can sell them off second hand as well. I know there's a couple of other equivalent cockpits, but I just haven't tried them. Yeah, you were the Mag Sim Racing BMW, the green BMW that was behind me. Yeah, unfortunately it's you. It's the unwilling prop. I see you Mag Sim Racing cars around a lot. You're always in the splits and near the same pace as me, so I'm always seeing that kind of jade metallic green car one way or another. Yeah. Thanks for getting so close to that rear camera to make the joke possible. But there are numerous cockpits around about that sort of price tag. I can only really vouch for the one that I've used. But if you spend a couple of £100 more, you can get something like the the TR80 Lite from Track Racer, or the SimLab, like the starter SimLab one. It's always worth thinking about. Right, we are car number 15. So we should be, if we perform as expected, we should be qualifying around about 15th and finishing around about 15th. That may not necessarily be the case. You can certainly DIY your own rig if you've got the skills and the materials. Here we go then, qualifying. Let's not stuff this up.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Okay, Daniel, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
So with Fuji, I'm spending the first half of the lap on 52.5% brake bias, which the number's not important. But what is important is that I'm on 52.5% brake bias for the first half of the lap. Then, when it gets technical, when it gets technical, clearly it's difficult to turn a right-hand corner, as I've just displayed. When it gets technical, I'm bumping that brake bias forward by about 0.5%, so 2 clicks. That makes the last sector so much more bearable. I love picking up a 3.1x in qualifying just because I'm not concentrating. So now I've ticked my brake bias up by 2 clicks. It helps in these curled braking zones and technical sections. Without it, I can't drive it quite so deep on the brakes. But I then need to put it back where it was for the deep braking zone for turn 1. Yeah, the ART is good enough to take a CSL DD Pro in general, including the 8mm one. The only problem is that you can't pitch the ART's wheel deck up quite high enough for the CSL DD, so you may need to buy like a mount for it as well. Good, lap's off to a good start. That corner's always the worst. And it was clean and valid. Clean and valid. That's all we want. And it was fairly good in terms of pace. Or at least that's what I think. 37.5.
You're in pole. That lap time was
We're already down to 4th.
1:37.5.
Two temps up so far. I'm on a triple monitor. The Streamlabs can't capture the whole lot, so it captures about 1.25. Oh, that was sketchy. It's going to be an identical lap time, or thereabouts. Car which revs up to 9,500. If I'm not mistaken. I think the Porsche 911 does that. Well, there you go then. We were seeded 15th and we've qualified. We're 16th at the minute, but I recognise some of these names, and some of these names are rapid. Artem Gravov, he's incredibly quick. I don't recognise anybody behind me yet. But last time we did, yeah, cheers, Eggcast 90. I did have a look back through the results page of that VRS race that I took the BMW recorded from. Why iRacing instead of ACC? Some context then. I've been a member of iRacing since 2010. Since 2010, basically joined in late 2010 and just got addicted, completely absorbed. I must have done about 400 races in about 3 months, because back then I was just, living at home, blah de blah, all the time in the world. So did a stack of races in 2010, and back then everybody was on Logitech G25s, G27s, and such sort. I don't think anybody had heard of anything like Fanatec back then. I don't really know. I certainly didn't hear about it. So 2010, 2011, 2012, I absolutely hammered iRacing. I was well into it. Then I went on a long hiatus. Picked it up in dribs and drabs. But then 2020 came along, or 2019, and I absolutely dove back in both feet, and all this flashy equipment was available and just blew my mind. So I've been well back into it ever since then. Why not ACC? For me, it's just for netcode, I guess. With ACC, you've always got that tiny little bit of rubber banding that makes it difficult to kind of go head to head and believe you are actually going head to head, which is a shame, because if iRacing netcode was translatable to ACC, then yeah, it would be amazing, because ACC is a work of art, a real passion project that everybody needs to buy and sample and experience. Just from it's like a love letter to GT3 racing, innit? Sounds great, looks okay, and generally does a good job of immersing you into the world of GT3s. But iRacing for me is all about the netcode and the structure, because as we all know, it ain't the best looking one, it ain't the best sounding one, and it hasn't got the best selection of cars either. But it's got enough variety to keep you interested, and I love the wheel-to-wheel action you can get courtesy of that netcode, which just seems to be the best of the bunch. Anyway, that's my life story. So we're 18th. We've got some way to go, but we do have a secret weapon here. This Merc is built for speed. If we get tucked behind anybody on the straight, they're going to be ours. So they need to drop me in the twisties, otherwise they're going to be lunch. Who's Mr. Palmer? I'd say iRacing is a bit like popcorn. You can just keep shoving it in, but every now and then you'll get one bad race that's like a...
The air temp is 22 Celsius.
You'll get one unpopped kernel that just completely ruins the whole thing. Oh, Dean. Yeah, it's Dean Powell. Mr. Palmer, I thought we were going to get some motorsport mogul joining us then. He's watching Stranger Things, he says. Watching Stranger Things with a missus. Mine's watching Love Island. Oh no. This is party time. Party time is scheduled for 30 seconds from now, when we round that final corner. I've not got trading paints on, so all of these blokes have got generic paint schemes. Here we go. And don't let Fuji fool you. There's such a long way to go before a green flag here. It's actually really annoying.
Okay, Daniel, be ready.
Here we go then. We're off. Now there's all kinds of pain.
Go.
There's all kinds of pain happening now. Oh, here we go. Oh! Yes. Good Lord. And nobody's even sent it on the inside. Man, we have been blessed. How did we get away with that?
Sweet start, mate. Keep it coming.
Don't know how we got away with that at all. No way. I thought we were going to get absolutely slapped in the backside there. Ooh, God, this isn't as clean as the other night.
Left side. Still there.
Oh,
Clear left.
oh, oh. Well, if you're just going to let me have it, then I'll take it. Here we go, too wide here.
Car left.
Yes!
He's still there. Still there.
Right, BMW can...
Clear left.
BMW's got some punch out the corners, but as soon as the speed gets up and our low wing comes in, this is it.
He's still there.
Too soon, Junior.
Still there. Still there. Still there.
Yes! Oh, and again, who's that off? Man, this is a bloodbath tonight. No, you're not gonna do that, are you? You absolute.
You're right.
This is war. That was very cheeky. I feel disrespected a little bit. He doesn't know what he's unleashing. Oh, sure. Oh, I just got a PM from somebody who says that one didn't mean to do that. Fair dues. I can respect that. He must have a spotter on or something. I'm up against two-man teams here. No hard feelings. But he's gonna lose that place to me now. That's for sure. What a race this has turned out to be. Fuji, man. It's a brilliant track for this.
Place. That was a car left. Still there. Hold your line.
Oh, where are we going? Oh, oh, I tried to hold it in as long as I could then. Ah, squealed. I felt like I'd held my breath for a long time then. Long time. We're reaping the benefits of that skinny wing now, but we're going to be hurting later, trust me. It's going to get a handful when the tyres start to get a bit weary. brilliant track. And we've got a nice gap. Nice gap behind it all. That's what we want to see.
The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds.
That was fun. That was a very fun opening sector.
138.3. The gap behind is now 1.3.
There's 5 potential goodies up ahead. Everybody's in a BMW or a Ferrari. And I know that's because they're the 2 strongest cars on this circuit, but even so. The Merc is no slouch. Right, the gap behind is getting bigger. And we're gaining on the pack in front. You know what this means? This means laps and laps of excitement. Hello Garceo. You'll have to correct me. Got any favourite track? In a minute it's this. What a lovely, lovely circuit. Didn't expect to love it as much as I do.
The gap ahead is now 1.1. Okay, Daniel, our fuel window will open after 21 minutes and closes after 31 minutes.
Well, there's a full second between. I don't know where Thingy Bob Lucen has gone. There's somebody behind us in a Ferrari with a surname Lucen. Either they've took each other out or he's just gone. We're gaining. We're only going to gain more on the straight. This is good. Garcel, of course. Yeah, the C's are like S's in Portuguese. But anyway, welcome. Cheers for riding along.
Front is now 0.8.
Next target. The gap is coming down. Not by much, but it's coming down. As soon as we end up on the tail of that pack, I'm not sure what he's doing. He looks like he's out for vengeance, whatever he's doing. That blue BMW is basically like the it's the baby gazelle getting separated from the pack. Nope. No, 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 don't do that to me. Not this time. I'd say F1 is the only type that I would say I'm trying to watch rigidly. But GT3 racing's on Sky Sports F1, either side of it.
All right, Daniel, lap times are pretty consistent.
That's good every now and then, just to listen and see the cars going around.
Keep the pressure on. Don't give them any respite.
If you ever get the chance to go to a GT3 race wherever you are in your region, worth doing, especially if you're an ACC fan, because the faithfulness of those GT cars that ACC has achieved is brilliant, really is. Come on, Blue Bimmer, trip up. Just snag your jeans pocket on a door handle or something. That's all I need.
Front is now 0.9.
Come on. I am from the UK. You can tell because I don't pronounce any of my T's other than just then. No 0.6. Oh. That was maybe the little wobble he needed. Alright, now we're in touching distance, nearly. Let's get that lap delta on, that always helps focus. Here we go then. I love the way you can drive the Merc on the throttle.
Okay, Daniel.
Alright, let's see how much wing you've got. how much wing gear you got. Quite a bit by the looks of it. We're already starting to gain. You don't even have the straight line speed to defend this.
That lap time was car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side, clear left. Good pass.
Okay, we'll take that 1x just to preserve the place. Tactical 1x.
Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
Blue Bimmer's down. Let's hope these guys start fighting in front, or we're going to be chasing them without any much progress.
You've got half your fuel left.
It's just going to be pit stops now. Oh god, we've got a BMW right behind us. You know what that means, don't you?
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
Come on, start fighting. Start fighting. Yes. Oh, again, a bit spicy now.
10th position.
All we gotta do. Yeah, here, piggy. All I gotta do now is concentrate and just bash these lap times in. That corner is such an enigma. I'd love to get into IRL racing, Theo, but money. Here comes the money. Ooh. All right. Seven laps left on this tank.
Sectors 2 and 3 are 0.5 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Okay, Daniel, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
That blueberry bimmer is hanging on. He's trying. That delta bar you can see up ahead, up the top rather, is the last lap delta. So it tells me how much quicker or slower I am versus the last lap we did. We're in the doldrums now.
consistency, keep it up. Stay on it, keep digging. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. Alright Daniel, half distance. We estimate 11 minutes of fuel remaining.
Come on, just slow down for me, just a little bit.
0.9.
Just a sliver. Or just start fighting. Grabbing each other's shirts and that. Like footballers. Good lap, but they're just... Yeah, we're doing pit stops.
Okay,
Pit stops
Daniel,
in
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
10 minutes according to crew chief. And then it's about 10 minutes after that. So we're kind of stuck in the middle here. We're stuck in an air sandwich.
P10. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 34 Celsius.
What is that McLaren doing? I don't quite get it. You might have missed him that time round because he wasn't really on screen, but he's just crawling around the racetrack at like walking speed. That was a sausage. I think if I go in the pits early now, that blueberry BMW is going to leapfrog me. I don't think the Merc is favourable on fueling. Gonna leave it to the last second. Whilst we're in fresh air at least.
That last lap was at 138.5.
That's probably the best I've ever done that corner. Such a mystery. And that one. Blimey.
The gap behind is now 0.8.
Cool. Yeah, they're gapping us up front. There's nothing we can fight with up here. We've already come through the pack as far as we're going to get. Now it's just about maintaining it. I bet you any money that BMW is going to overcut us in the pits.
Yellow flag, sector 3 is
Any money.
4 off the pace.
We've
Daniel,
got a back
15
marker
minutes
up
left,
ahead.
that's 15 minutes.
Whoa! Dodge the sausage. Yeah, it's no man's land. The doldrums.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
An air sandwich. But Burke's still hanging on. He's going to be
His
our.
lap time was at 1:38.4.
He's going to be our main target.
Yellow flag, watch out.
What is he doing? What a great track this is. When you get it just right. It's brilliant. When you get it just wrong, it's horrible. Like that. Pit stop window is any time now. We're going to pit on the next lap. Because I've got 1.9 laps in the tank. So either
Very little fuel left. In this lap, box this lap. Lap times are pretty consistent.
no, they're ever so slightly quicker, so the gap is static
The
or
gap
just
behind is now 1.0.
knocking up by a tenth a lap or two. So we're not going to catch them unless they do something wrong. Like they start fighting each other. We might get a freebie, maybe they'll stack it in the pits, but I doubt it. There's still a lot of time for this to go wrong. Right, we're coming in.
Yellow flag, caution.
What is this guy doing?
The gap
Whoa, that was
is now about 6.3
that was
seconds.
very,
Okay,
very,
Daniel,
very,
we'll fuel you to the
very,
end of
very
the
close.
race. 100 metres.
Whoosh.
50 metres. The car behind is pitting.
$20 litres going in, apparently.
You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced.
Here we go. Now, the next time we come onto the start-finish straight, we're going to get that blueberry BMW in front of us. I bet you any money we're going to have to take that place back.
There's traffic behind. Take care.
Okay, we're clear of traffic, so at least we're not going to have to fight with anybody still on their main lap. This has got to be a good lap if we don't want to lose a place to that BMW. BMW. Let's see what we get. Are we going to come out in front or behind the blueberry BMW? Man, I can even see that BMW grille from all the way back there.
V13.
Oh, oh, oh! There he is! There he is! There he is! Yes! No undercut.
The leader, Lewis, is pitting. Petrie is leading the race.
BMW. BMW, Hyundai, Jaguar, Nissan, no. Tried to, Blooming tried to flip the sofa then, that did. 0.7 behind now. He's in minor toe distance, but
the gap behind is now 0.8.
I can't be fooling around anymore.
38.3.
He wants this place back.
Use all the track, force them to find the gap.
.4 now. He's on the mission. He's on a mission.
The leader, Petrie, is pitting.
He's absolutely going for it now.
Lewis is now leading.
He's got to get past me first.
Okay, Daniel, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
0.4. Now, if that goes down to 0.3, we might see some shenanigans. Oh, yeah, oh. It went down to 0.3, but he obviously didn't feel like he was close enough to throw a punch. Not yet. I don't want to embolden him by making any little mistakes, because that's what would do it for me. If I saw any wheels out of line. Oh, don't do that to me. Boy, that's so distracting. How much time we got left? 3 minutes.
You've just done a 138.3. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Alright Daniel, that's good consistency, keep it up.
Yeah, you are right.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Alright, we're gonna get 2 more laps after this. So once we cross that line,
Five minutes of fuel remaining, 5 minutes.
yeah, we've got enough time. Got enough fuel as well. He's 0.7 behind now, so he's not gonna try again.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
I love how you can just drive through that ballard. He's closer now. Oh, God's sake.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 32 Celsius.
Last lap, coming up. You know, when you said that, I needed to look down then to make sure that there wasn't like a top dead zone and my throttle wasn't like going down 100%, because that can happen. Ooh, slightly overshot that then. Oh, he's close. He's close, as in he's only got half a lap left to do it. Are we going to see a mad lunge anywhere?
E9.
Yes. One last corner.
Castor is now in the lead.
That was a good little race, that.
Come on, Daniel.
That was a good one.
Push. We can catch this car.
There's flashing lights.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Ah. That was a good one.
E9. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
Lovely race, Burkay. That was great, that.
Yeah, man, good race. Thank you.
Not exactly the cleanest of opening laps. I mean, for us it was, but for everyone else, it's a bit of a bar brawl. But that was good. That was a good, nice, classic VRS race. Feels good. Yeah, the Merc it struggles for traction because, well, obviously, or at least it feels like it does. When you're in the Merc, you're sat almost over the rear axle, so it looks like it's oversteering, but that's just the natural slip that you get in most of the cars. You just don't really feel it all the time. Like in the Ferrari, you're right towards the front of the car, so you don't feel that effect quite so pronounced, but it's still there. Whereas in the Merc, you're sat right at the back of the chassis, much further back than any of the other GT3s. That's why it feels like a bit of a barge, and you're always drifting it, but it's just because of where you're sat. But also being front-wheel drive, front-engined, being front-engined, it doesn't have as good traction on corner exit as you might find in the Lambo or the Ferrari. Takes a bit of adaptation, but that was good. Loved it. Right. Now it's all your turns, because I'll be ending the stream in a few minutes once we've had a little look around at who we actually raced. Because I didn't have trading paints running for any of that, and I like to see who we're kind of fighting wheel to wheel with. This is what my, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is what my car looked like. Just a plain old white Merc with some of the name tags on it. That's it. Who else did we have? Let's have a look and see what happened in the first lap. Who caused it? Well, that's not a very helpful blimp, is it? Who caused the carnage? Oh, yeah, there it is. That Ferrari. He had no chance. He had no chance. He was going to be gone. The rig I've got in a minute is a GT Omega Prime. Done a video on that last year, but they've since updated the pedal tray, so everything is accurate other than that. The pedal tray's been sorted out resoundingly now. Yeah, he had no chance there. So what have we got? simracingpro.com, matte black BMW, oh no, semi-gloss black BMW, Delta V Racing, Astro Racing, Red Bull, ooh, Red Bull, naturally. No, let's move on from that one. Come on, man, you can't do that. Where's the shame? Yeah, cheers for watching. Now you guys got to do it. Get out there, get some racing done. Freaky fast racing, I like that. That looks like Floviz paint. It's pretty good. That's a nice one. That is good. Crisp. Does feel a bit Husingveldy in terms of the scheme and the execution. It's good that. No. And we're back at the start again. So, oh yeah, Burko was just in a cool kind of no potato. Get out of here with that and darken my door. Yeah, Renan was the guy that was just crawling around in his McLaren MP4. He's probably just driving around in his 2011 spec McLaren, asking what decade it is. They've really got to update that, surely. Let's have a look at some overtakes. So this was us escaping the carnage at the start. Eee. That guy did a 360. What a legend. Look at this. Oh no, not quite, because he got an absolute clattering for his trouble. Well, he did alright. Where did he finish? Oh, 2 laps behind. So it really was quite a big clang then. Were it not for that hit, that would have been impressive. So here we go then. Yeah, this one was kind of, it was an open door. It's an open door. It's the early laps. You're always gonna get opportunistic moves in the opening laps because you've got no room to breathe, no room to stretch your elbows out. Yeah, if I was in the Ferrari, I'd have a livery ready to go, probably about 10. And here was just the power of the low downforce set. I always prefer low downforce sets because all you need to do is get behind up on the straights, and then you can draw alongside. That's half the work done for you. Although he did, oh yeah, he just lost out and he had to slot in behind. What else we got? Oh yeah, that was it. Ooh, I can see what happened there. Yeah, I bet he was clenching. Look at this. So he's thinking of ducking around the inside, but he gets caught on the grass a little bit, and that flings him wide. I think I saw it coming because I naturally drifted to the left. If I hadn't have done that, we'd have both been toast. And that's why a spotter came on and said, sorry if I'm too on, wasn't intended. Yep. Class act. And how did we get it back? It was a straight up slipstream, wasn't it? Yeah. Here was a 2-in-1. So we get a double toe. Tuan doesn't seem to have the run on the Ferrari in front. That was pretty cheeky, to be fair. Yeah, there wouldn't have really... You can't really see that I'm there until the very last second. He would have had no idea. You can't see him. You can't see me on the rear camera. Nothing. And then he obviously had to just hang out wide and prevent him from getting a 1x. This is probably the one scenario where you can afford to spend a 1x, a tactical cut. But he really didn't want to, so he just stuck there. Who else? I think this was the long pursuit of Burke. Yeah, we were on him for a while, and then it's just a straight line pass. We got him. We're running about a 5 wing here. I'm not sure how much the BMW would run as standard, but it's enough to get a good run, and he knows. The reason why he backs out is because he knows that the position is lost. So he wants to give up that braking zone. He basically wants neither of us to lose any time. It wasn't quite enough. It was a bit too late in the day for me to just assume a normal line. And then that's it then. Oh, good lord. Friday nights, man. Anyway, off you go. Have a couple of races. Have yourself a good time. And cheers for riding along. That was fun. A good, clean race with good results. Next stream will be on Sunday after the F1, because me and Dean will be doing a VRS Endurance. So catch us then for 6 PM Sunday one. Not sure whether it's going to be in the Merc or Ferrari yet, but find out. Let's leave a bit of mystery in life, shall we? But either way, thanks again for riding along. and see you next stream/video. Enjoy yourselves.